organic food is growing. A recent survey showed sales of organic food is expected to hit $45 billion this year. Many of you want your organic food to be grown locally, and you have plenty of options right here on the Central Coast. Tonight on Homemade, we introduce you to the Hollister family who owns Suncoast Organic Farm. This is where it all began for Gary Miller.
My roots have always been in the soil.
Gary spent his younger years surrounded by vineyards, and his love of farming grew from there. Now he has a farm of his own, the Suncoast Organic Farm, a farm that started with these olive trees.
I thought they were beautiful trees, so I planted them, 500 trees.
Gary says each tree is different, each special in its own way.
This one here is nice and big and lush with all kinds of olives.
They take a lot of care, but Gary enjoys that part. Every now and then you'll even catch him talking to his trees.
You know, we talk about the weather, you know, and see how things are going. But, you know, whether they need more water or not.
These trees have provided Gary with Tuscan olive oil he now sells to people right here on the Central Coast.
We're happy to provide the service to the community.
It's one of the many products now made at this farm because a few years after Gary planted the trees, he noticed this barn was falling down and he wanted to fix it up. That's when his daughter Lisa came to him with a plan.
She said, my dream is always to be a baker, and would it be possible to build a bakery? And I said, not really knowing what I was getting into, yes, that's fine. I'll be happy to do that. 3 years later, we opened the bakery.
We roll it out as much as you can, and then we let it relax. I love baking, and we wanted to keep everything organic. And I wanted to be unique from scratch, where we started with the grains. So we mill the grains and make our own flour here.
Lisa Jensen and her husband David bake all kinds of breads, from their Danishes
this is our Hollister favorite
to this wildly popular jalapeno cheddar bread.
There's nothing like pulling that bread out of the oven and then cutting it open. And the crunch of the crust, slicing through, the smell.
It's bread that keeps the people coming back for more.
People all the time tell me that they were normally not able to eat bread, and they would get rashes. Their kids can eat our bread and they don't get sick. There's no preservatives, there's no additives, there's no softening agents.
It's healthy food, and I think people enjoy it.
Not surprising for an organic farm concerned about sustainability, Suncoast relies on solar power.
I believe in a green footprint for the environment.
Suncoast also believes customers will be interested in another organic product in the works. It's organic beer.
Being able to produce bread and beer and being able to offer tastings of both is it's just a fun thing to do. I mean, how else would you love to live your life?
A new adventure for this family running a small farm with a big personality, just like Gary and his trees.
You know, we've been taking good care of them, and they're going to take good care of me, so that's the way.
The plan is to open the brewery this year. Right now the bakery is open on Fridays and Saturdays. The brewery will be open on Sundays. And another quick fact about that family, Gary there just turned 75 years old.
Oh yeah, certainly
amazing.
Homemade. I mean, everything they do right here.
Absolutely.
So that's very impressive. And we tried some of that bread, some of their delicious products she brought back to the
delicious.
newsroom for us. It's fantastic stuff they have. Hopefully the beer turns out just as well.
I know. Get out there in the meantime though and pick up some of that bread.
Check it out for sure. All right, we got more clouds and cooler temperatures.